But anyways, there's a wall going down. It's covering the entirety of the side, but as it drops, Meddo is able to take down one from above. The fights are going Fnatic's way, and the plant should now be found. They've got that ice wall deep to cover Vodafone Giants from being able to really spam them out, but there's a little bit of a gap. Fnatic want to play the post plants here. They want to run that clock down, and you can see the shock darts and snake bites on their way, but they've already got it diffused halfway on the Vodafone Giants side.
Oh, this is starting to get a little bit scary now. Hoody's now managed to pick one back. Doma is in a bit of a dicey spot. One kill goes his way, but they're looking to try and surround him. The question is, do they have time? It looks like they might be. All right, it's going to be incredibly close, but I think they might just about... Oh, that's so unlucky. 0.12. Fnatic, you've got very, very jammy in that round.
They want to hunt down Vodafone Giants, and oh, they've got great info off that. Magnum able to get himself a kill. The Cloudburst giving Fatino away. Vodafone Giants have Dabidpi coming on the flank as well. He will be spotted, but he still gets the kill out of it before going down to the turret. Hey, it's worthwhile to put it into the 2v2. That's spam. It connects onto Magnum, lighting him up even further. Vodafone Giants, and it looks like they've still got time. Just about time. Oh god, that was close, but 3-1 we go, and then use that as a bait. Boaster sneaking up behind him, catches him off guard. Quick kill onto Hoody, and it is another pretty clean round from Fnatic. So it's been weird. This was sort of a mix buy for them. They could afford a couple of rifles, but for the most part it's an eco. They've spotted Ambi going above, so that's another vandal going to be dropped.
Doma, after one trade, has already managed to bring this into a situation where they have the site. The only thing they have to worry about is Fatino, and he's gone as well. The peak not working out for him, looking a little bit disjointed at the moment from Giants, and while the hero play has...
They don't have their wall to work with. They don't really have anything to block vision. It's going to have to be duels that are taken over on the Vodafone Giants side, and unfortunately, those duels aren't going their way. That's what's needed. They're being picked off. One. Ow, my! What? You can't do that, man! Straight through the smoke! At least the rest of it seems to be leveling out decently, leaving Dabidpi all by himself. A 1 versus 2, a sheriff in hand, and practically no time to get it done. It is 7-1. Going up using the Opera essentially as a bait. So these players will be so focused on him, they forget that there's another player on this side. He's even swinging out further. Dabidpi, the double to bring Vodafone Giants miles into the lead.
He's not so sneaky anymore. So, okay, the ult's going to stand. It gives them at least a little bit of extra space. And actually, Meddo does win that duel. It's only going to be a trade for now.
Because when they used that Hunter's Fury, they didn't account for the lockdown being put up on top of the box. That puts them in a tough spot then, not being able to deal with that. They have to give up the B site, and that...
So far, Giants haven't been really able to deal with. Nice work from Hoody, though. It's left all onto Mistic. He's only got one snake bite available. Needs to peek for the kill, and Ambi is holding the angle to make sure nothing comes of it. This time, they are going to be getting the defuse through, thankfully. And Giants have now got themselves a third round on the board. And they're actually just going to go and collect the orb. But that's a fantastic shot. So important. Denies the res, but...
That's heartbreaking, man. The jump, you're only visible for half a second. Did he see Meddo coming across? Is he ready for this? Oh, he certainly is now. Meddo coming around the right side for Derke, who's just backing off. Again, it's going to be one of those nasty post-plant plays. 2 snake bites and 2 shock darts still online, but they might not even need the utility if Derke keeps fragging like that. Ambi getting shock darted up on top and taken down by a wall bang. 8. Come on, how? My only question, I only have one thing to ask, that is how? At least he's dealt with eventually, but they don't know. Okay, never mind. Well, yeah, it's dealt with, and they're going to get the planted.
From the majority, a bit of damage being done, and Magnum just trying to hold a bit of a snaky angle, but Ambi is more than prepared for it. And the problem, though, is they've still got to clear out Doma and Mistic.
Yeah, just playing inside that Viper's pit. Look at this Meddo on 1 HP playing with the classic, but Derke has a much better chance of winning that fight. sticking with the 3-man setup here. And Meddo is tagged down to 1 HP, then shock darted inside that poison orb. It's so good. They thought they were out of snake fight, so it was easy, but it's anything but. There's 6 seconds left. They need a plant right now, and there's no time left. Vodafone Giants have lost the pistol, and Fnatic have just displayed one of the best. I think they sort of read that Vodafone Giants were holding for that flank play. They were ready for it. The Boaster, he's been on a very, very late flank, and he got the reward. 3 versus 2, still winnable though.
Oh, that was a nice try. Just making sure that they're not going to hand anything over on the other side. Although I was going to say Boaster might get caught, but never mind. He's just cracked ahead with the Marshall, and they win that round flawlessly. There's still a multitude of players here, though. Like the rotation even coming in to bring Doma back. Hoody is going to turn this into a winnable spot, but they don't expect Magnum to still be close. The trade, quick, and Ambi again has turned this into what is at least looking like an extra round. So a 4. Maybe bringing it slightly closer like Ryan wanted.
But the real issue is just that clock is running down. The wall is going to keep him in the open when he goes for it. And of course, he's got 2 players to try and beat out. They peeked together, and he even got the first one.
Mitch, let's move on.
Tom, how many years you lived in Ukraine? How many years? Quickly, how many years?
Who knows? Mistic, wow, this is incredible. He's dominating. He's found himself 3 kills. And Hoody is going to be the last man standing. It is going to be a dominant...
Let's see if they've got what it takes to bring it across the line. Because, hey, two opening kills, great start. Vodafone Giants overrun the site. They're going to be able to get the plant down. This is where Fnatic now have to try to fight their way back in, and the right clicks almost do it for them.
Dabidpi is going to drop one more, and, well, it's left all on to Doma. I don't feel too confident in this one. Maybe he can earn an ult orb or 2, but it's not going to be the case, of course. And this will just give them an easier way to set them up, if anything.
Oh, Hoody. He's been let down quite a lot, and there's the swing from Doma to finish him. The classics.
Yeah, and at the moment, they're just playing very passively. No real reason to take the peak, although Magnum does actually get back in. They find themselves, they make themselves an individual duel. Fatino already getting the trades back, however, and eventually the round closed out.
And at this point, Fnatic, no. How is Derke just snuck up like that? The wall drops at just the right time. Fatino, though, returns the double. Fnatic now have to fight back in, but there's only 20 seconds left, and that spike is in danger. There's a flank coming through. It's spotted, but not dealt with. The flash about to make it around the corner blinds Fatino completely. He's going to get hit by another, and it's all about delaying that clock. 10 seconds, and Fatino needs to kill one of these players to get the plant in. Only 1 left, and it's gone. So the early round has been very successful for Vodafone Giants, and now the full push comes in. Great orbital strike to push Magnum to the open. Good trade onto Doma, but his nade actually picks up Ambi as well. Keeps the numbers even. The spike being planted and the cover's there. Fatino ready for them to come out from spawn. A 3K for him to put 1 man left with it all to do. It is Mistic.
Oh, timing going to be everything, and Dabidpi wraps around the corner and manages to win himself the... That
leaves Dabidpi in a pretty bad position. The res is going to come in, but he's now spotted, and there's 3 players nearby. No. In fact, that fight's even won by Boaster. Fnatic are now in a 4 versus 2. This is pretty unbelievable. Derke tucked in the corner, doesn't catch them off guard. 5 seconds to get in and plant it, or the round is going to be done. And Dustin, it has to be started. It has to be done now, and it's not. They've already lost. Oh, what a disaster. And as Ambi tries to, I don't know, get an extra ult point.
For the side of Giants to give themselves an opening pick, and it was going fairly well until Boaster finds a double.
Yeah, that was a great start from Giants, but maybe not a great finish. They're starting to lose a couple of numbers, and the spike's down on the site.
Okay.
So
I misheard.
I don't know that he's going to be able to kill them all with this. So he'll have to drop out of hookah and upgrade to another weapon in 30 seconds. Plus, they're all here ready for him to swing out because they know he's in hookah. And they've even made a little pyramid. So, you know, you could kind of see...
A little bit risky for Magnum facing into some of his opponents, but the weaker weaponry, and again, at the moment, it just seems like Fnatic have just been burning out the clock. Like, they're just basically making it so they have to execute within the last few seconds. Flashes being popped just to try and slow them down if they do try and get into the site. It's some nice shots coming through, though. This is one of the closer rounds once again. They don't quite check properly. Oh, it's got awkward, but Magnum will switch up to his pistol.
Gonna have the... Oh, that's really nice. The counter to the showstopper. Dabidpi pops down the orbital strike. Not aggressively, but just to stop them pushing. The push had already been committed to, though. The blast pack's in use, and so a free kill is found.
Everybody had fallen back at that point. Now it's left onto Boaster. He's in the right place, but the amount of players who are going to be homed in on this angle are not going to give him a chance. Great response from Giants. Just hopping straight through, finds the kill. And now things are looking a little bit shaky. They've still got 3 players on this site, but it's a risky play from Magnum, and everything's falling apart. Ambi with another double opener to the site, and this round is locked.
Good systematic pushes. I really don't know how Fatino got away with what he did, just dashing straight into the site. But there's no point just dropping it for no reason.
I do like the fact that I think they've started to not disrespect, but show less respect to a lot of the utility that's been put down by Fnatic.
And at 6-4, it could be absolutely massive if it has some decent sway over a round.
Damn, that is an early pop, but they're actually going to just push straight on to Derke and Magnum. This aggression has just been punished almost instantly, but have they spotted Boaster? He's been here most of the time. It's going to be the late Tiger to come through and tag him. He should be dead here. Somehow manages to get one onto Hoodie, but Fatino is on fire at the moment, dominating in the openers, taking the site for himself, and now it's left onto Doma to try and shut him out, and Fatino will hold strong once again.
We're gonna check him. Yeah, well, you're dead now, buddy.
Yeah, as said, any aggression that Fnatic has attempted just haven't worked at all. Oh, that's a free one at least. The patience of Mistic, but unfortunately, I think he was hoping for a little bit more. Finally, the lockdown's going to be used, something that it just doesn't seem like Meddo's really needed. He's been on the lurk in most cases, and well, he'll make sure there's nobody within this site. Magnum's flank is cut off as well, and now it's left all onto Derke, and Meddo is there to close it.
Until Hoodie comes in to back him up, and the push towards the site will be there. He's traded positions with the Tiger, and that's netted him a quick double for 4 kills in this pistol. Hoodie has been so good in this series, man. Looking for those double digits. We'll be very impressed.
Oh, is this going to be a utility combo? This is what they do best. They're trying to pull people into the bathrooms. It's not gone great. They'll get one, but that'll be all.
That's unfortunate.
Oh no.
That's as free as they come. Once that smoke fades, Magnum's on for one at least. Pops the flash, quite ambitious. A nice little double, triple lineup for him. Derke is the one that actually caught Fatino, leaving Magnum with just the 3 kills. But you know what? He's already got his ulti online, so...
He's gotten that lockdown back, Mitch. He wants to hold on to it for the entirety of the second half, so... Maybe he just likes it being lit up, so he's just got to get there first. There's no way he expects Derke to be here. Don't you dare! You're losing 10-5, you're still going for 9 kills, just to...
Like, fighting for this early orb control versus Fnatic is one of the more difficult things to do because they're very varied in how they'll actually approach defending that part of the map or attacking that part of the map, depending on which side they're on. But one thing you can be for sure of is 9 times out of 10, they're going to go towards Bath at the start of the round.
Found one.
It's going to be the push coming through. Magnum, he's got very far into this side, but it doesn't matter. It's that utility combo again. Fatino, though.
Crossing over from the bathroom TP play, Meddo's trying to spot someone out, but not really seeing anyone. It's just too far gone. They would rather save this rifle at this stage, grab a little exit kill along the way, and give 10-6 over to Fnatic.
Patient stuff, though, this time for Fnatic, waiting for the peaks to come through. A trade here really wouldn't be bad for Dabidpi, and considering he's got the rifle, he's got to be a little bit more careful. We did get our trusty Marshall purchased up, but for Hoodie, well, he's going to try and just... Come on now, Dabidpi. Save probably not possible. And, well, that's as blind as you can be.
That's not the typical double, because it's a double-double. He's got two kills with 1 shock dart. Absolutely ridiculous. And then he even connects onto Mistic with the Hunter's Fury. Boaster coming out. Well, check is close right, and he is dead to rights. But he having the angle line up on Mistic easily.
I don't know if he's going to be expecting anybody to be that high up. The trade really needed, and they're going to get it. Res coming through onto Boaster as well. It leaves Vitinho with quite a bit to do in a horrible position, but he gets the timing spot on. Even throws in the nade, and they're going to counter the showstopper. Vitinho goes nuclear with 3 kills of his own.
And the divide is on A. They might not expect him to be here still, but it doesn't matter. Vitinho tears them apart.
Might have actually been missed because Meddo is hiding within their own utility. Doma, though, will just about snap to the head of Meddo. Vitinho with a quick trade, still holding onto the bathrooms, and he just peeks out and gets another. Again, these rounds go back and forth, Mitch, and again, it's a 2v2.
Hoody's even stuck inside that Viper's pit, completely caught Mistic off guard, and puts Boaster in a tough spot. This is to stay alive for Fnatic and avoid a third map. Fight for that overtime, and the drone is going to reveal him. It's on its way over the top. At least the plant will be found. That should prompt him to peek out, but he's seen that the player's not on the spike. The step made, and Ambi was ready to take him down. That will be 13-7. Vodafone Giants make an absolutely remarkable comeback into this map. Light up as he tells his team to push straight onto the site. Good tags. There's the shock dart into Vitinho, and as he falls, so too does the site. The late lurk play by Magnum's going to be cancelled, and Dabidpi has a big whiff. That's the man advantage now in favor of Fnatic. Post plans can be taken, and their back is well and truly covered by Magnum for the moment.
Boaster left completely blind. Doma does the same to his opposition. He'll capitalize on one, but maybe didn't know that Meddo had also been blinded in the corner. It swings back into an equal position. The problem is the spike ticking away. They need to start clearing up some of these players, and now it's Mistic's turn to whiff a few bullets. He at least turns it into the 1 versus 1. And Magnum now just playing that after plant. It's definitely not the cleanest of battles, but the turret and the spike will win him the round. They've completely ruined. You've ruined his day, Doma. Couldn't you have been born some other day? Anyway, it's going to be the fast push in. A full stack here, though, for the defenders. Every single member waiting, and they've already managed to get 3 kills. Now, the spike's still in their hands, but they're still going forward. They're still taking the peaks, and they know exactly where Boaster is. Somehow, they
be on his side, but there's no one close by,
10
so
seconds left.
a free plant, and he's planting pretty open. Now, no utility. You'll notice that his shock darts have already been used up. He'll have his recon on in 30 seconds, which is quite a long time, really. I don't know we'll even see that.
It's a plant that obviously still works for his current positioning, but it might just get in the back of their heads. They're still going to be checking everything thoroughly, and Dabidpi is going to make sure this round is taken home. A round that realistically never, ever should have been for Giants, but their full stack risk pays off, and... Ow. Doma. Oh, I'm liking the party hat. I'm liking the party hat. That's a nice touch. He almost gets 2 there. A lot of damage done with the pistol, but it's left all onto Mistic, and it won't matter too much.
And this is actually turning around pretty quickly for Fnatic. That recon was perfect. It reveals everyone. Kills for Magnum as well. Equalize it up into a very...
Currently underneath, but by sticking down here, he is wasting an awful lot of time. Mistic also on the reaggression, but he's quickly dealt with by Vitinho. As they make their way in, the paranoia are also going to be used. They're trying to clear out Magnum, and that's exactly what he does. This man really isn't having any troubles in this map. 4 kills already in the round. Doma, he just doesn't stand a chance. And while trying to hide back, he's turned into almost just a hat now. Now that's something at least. Turns it back into a 4v4. They catch the late lurk of Boaster, and now they've left Derke completely blind. This retake is sublime coming out from Giants. They have to get themselves on the defuse, but that was almost too easy. Thoroughly impressed.
This is where I'm going to have to throw my hands up and say I was wrong about this team by quite a bit, underestimating them. The game, we'll talk about it a bit more later because it's a very quick attempt by Fnatic with the pistols, using the Blade Storm to try and instantly burst out to sight. But, Tom, there's 3 players here in the early round ready to take these duels. 2 on site, 1 coming in from mid, and while the fast pointed aggression by Fnatic yields literally 0 results.
Oh my goodness. The fact he's lived this long is a joke. And now again, we watch to see if they can retake.
Derke, yeah, stuck up behind that generator. He's going to swing after the flash and actually end up with a kill. Mistic's got a double, and all of a sudden, it's only Dabidpi, but maybe that might be enough. Just about getting away with a third, but time is too low. And the spike's going to explode, take Magnum down. It's going to be over towards tree, and comes the flash. Oh, in a second as well. That's the entirety of that area covered. Great little execute from Fnatic that pushes Vodafone Giants back all the way, nets a kill. And a post plant now to be played out.
Retakes have relied on paranoia. That's been something they've just been using straight from tree all the way through to the back of the site. Yep. It's given them a lot of openers back in. So
rushing into the site, rushing into the stack. Fnatic don't know what waits for them. They've dashed in. They think they're about to catch one or two off guard. Patino up top, Ambi as well. Now they think the site is clear, but that's when they come through the smoke, flooding into the site. Vodafone Giants have just completely outbrained Fnatic on that one, and it is 6. Not the biggest of losses for Fnatic, really. In fact, they could still afford to go and hunt if they want to. But coming into the final round, I think they know Vodafone Giants are going to get a bye no matter what.
Yeah, especially after the last round being reasonably clean. It doesn't really matter to them. For Derke, of course, he'll have the Blade Storm anyway, even if he's unable to afford a rifle, but...
Only detected for one man, and Ambi is taken down. Now Meddo could potentially catch them off guard, but they've heard the steps. They know he's inside of here, and that's not going to happen. Plant and double the manpower. Pretty tough retake here, and one that isn't necessarily going to happen.
Seems right. Like a little bit of bad luck for Fatino. Dabidpi been superb so far in this map, but he's not going to be able to do anything in this clutch situation. Already, though, they get the opener. They do take quite a bit of damage onto Hoodie at least. He is going to try and heal himself back up and actually boost over the top, try and give them some extra jewels here, but it's just not gone well in the pistol. The shot's not connected. Dabidpi trying to make some sort of resurgence here. Doesn't have much support from his teammate, who's only just wrapping in, and eventually Mistic puts him in the grave. It's left onto Ambi. Please, someone hit a shot! Oh, God.
Most definitely.
Period. Like, he's so difficult to play against, and he's a lot more aggressive than what we saw. What are you thinking of my counter argument, Mitch? I think it's going quite well.
What? What was that second shot? The patience on the first, the position, everything was perfect about it. The second one, come on. Basically killing one of the players towards A. You don't want Boaster to just pick that Spectre or whatever it would be right back up. But doesn't look like any... Oh, it's another knife, is it? Okay, Mystic's got a bit more respect than Derke does. So it's good. Oh, it's nasty. It's so nasty. Great flash. Doma takes 2 down, but the trades are so good. Vodafone Giants walk into a disadvantageous situation.
Could fallen back, so they're not going to spot any of the remainder, but it does give them a safe place to plant. Now, it's not exactly the best position in the world, and while the tag also is going to give away one of them. The peak coming back through. Magnum holding the angle. He's going to nail the first shot, but it's just a trade, and the peak from Meddo. 13 HP just about gets the reload through. And well, he knows that there's nobody on this defusal at this point. Can spot that he's not going for it, but it won't matter. Boaster is just about going to scrape them through that round. A close one at that, but a 9th nonetheless for Fnatic.
Putting out the Tiger. Is this Fatino's opportunity? Does he go through and try to hunt him down? No. Slightly slower because they want the drone first, but it's tucked in the corner. Doma, it's able to actually do a pretty decent job of just remaining undetected. Even swaps over position, so they'll be covering the corner he was in. That's so big brain by Doma, and an easy double as they come out through the choke point. They are met with the full force of Fnatic's defense.
Fatino maybe getting a little bit further than he might have expected, although there is Doma up the top shoulder peeking, and I think... I don't know. I don't think he has spotted him because he flashed quite deep there. Eventually, they're going to realize, but, well, it's realization with a bullet in his teammate's head, and Meddo's now got 2. This has just fallen apart so quickly for Fnatic.
Grouping up together, Magnum and Boaster have a tough task. Those 2 on site. There you go. That's... Whoa! Magnum in a lot of trouble. He hears the players on long, but there was nothing he could do. And Fnatic just wouldn't move. They would just sit in position and go, yeah, cool. You can go B if you want. We're sticking with 3A. Vodafone Giants have to save. They have no choice but to just save this. The time is way too low. And we're going to see 11 on the board for Fnatic in, well, I was going to say flawless fashion, but...
Do they clear? Oh, surely Mistic has to be dead. No, he's actually going to get away with 2 kills? Oh, eventually the trade comes through, but the spike has been dropped on short. They've only got 20 seconds to try and deal with it. Now, Doma doesn't have any flashes left, and the dash away might give him an opportunity. He's got him trapped in the corner, but the pistol is enough. And now it's left onto Boaster. Shock Dart might actually get the kill, but there comes the Blade Storm. Vitinho already going to find his second of the round and looking to try and dash back into this site. Mystic is waiting. He needs to go huge, and he will fall for Vitinho as well. This man is just taking over the server. Who were then Giants, but it is almost funny that he went and then became part of that team and now has ended up in the actual roster and now just looks absolutely sick.
About as free as they come for him. Derke is going to be taken down on the side as well, and this is starting to look so good for Vodafone Giants. They don't know the Boaster's still on the side, but he's caught as he tries to sneak his way out. 11-11.
Ambi, he's not checked it properly. Oh, it's a little bit, it went wrong. It went wrong, to say the least. Magnum with a chance to get a multi-frag. He's only going to come out with one. And now they're pressuring onto Derke. He's been caught a few times. This time he escapes. Doma in a bit of trouble himself. This is not the greatest of rounds for Fnatic. It seems like they're almost choking out of this one, but Mistic might just be there to save the day. 3 kills as he fades back into the smoke. And he'll just about get around the corner.
Oh man, I did not think he had that much time left on the smoke, so fair play. The read was there. Meddo with 11 HP left to keep the dream alive for regulation victory. He needs to win this 1v2, and the Hunter's Fury, it ends his chances. There's no way he gets this plant in, surely. Oh no, it's right on him. 12-11. Let's see what he can do with it.
They've TP rotated as well. There's going to be some counter ultimates being expended. Magnum actually pushes straight through and manages to turn it into a 3 versus 2. Now the spike is still in their control. They're actually going to take a bit of a risk here.
And a player flanking him from heaven. That is going to be an overtime question mark. He's already sticking it to halfway, or at least that's what they think. Pushing down, Ambi will catch him, and we're going to OT on map number 3. Vodafone Giants.
Hoody has made some ground at least, but with all 3 players underneath heaven, there's no way they can clear these angles. Fnatic just group up as a squad.
Definitely have the pressure on, and dealing with Derke is going to be the first big task that they face. He's up on top, and Hoody's ready for it. With that down, there's a player up close in the form of Doma, but Hoody, full blind, just deals with him. This is fantastic from Vodafone Giants. Up on top they go, and Mystic's able to drop one. Dancing around the generator, he will be taken down. All onto Magnum to make this clutch happen and avoid another overtime. But look at that. Vodafone Giants' decision-making is on point. They realize...
Yeah, they're watching the smoke like a hawk. He still manages to get away with one. There shouldn't be anything more, though, as Dabidpi is there.
Paranoia is going to catch the first, but there's literally 4 guys on site.
God.
They've got the potential to make multiple crossfires happen. Retaken with the off, not going to be easy, but Hoody is leading the charge and dominating every fight he takes. Doma all alone on the back side. Numbers are going to be his downfall as Hoody eliminates him. That is 14-13. Vodafone Giants facing map point, series point.
Those extra shields, but Derke doesn't seem to mind.
I'm gonna have to buy this man tickets to Hamilton or something. Boaster's playing the Odin on every side. He just keeps buying it up. What is that for Magnum? He's ran after Fatino. He's chased him down. Nano swarms, cloudburst, smokes. It doesn't matter. You can't keep this guy away. He's looking for a little bit more, and even catching Ambi off. Now staring at main for another challenger. Step right up, step right up. It looks like finally we have a victor, but with Dabidpi left last alive, a 1v4 and a shot to the side confirms another overtime, Tom. He's going to be deep flashed on to allow Derke to push, but Fatino was just sat there waiting. He'll eventually be dropped, but the trades are there, and it looks like Vodafone Giants have done just enough to pull themselves into the lead here. Fnatic are surrounded. There's players on every side. The site has a 2-man stack with a crossfire, and 40 seconds on the clock kind of limits their ability to rotate. Boaster has found himself that big weapon. A little bit of damage onto Hoody. He needs a bit more. 20 bullets as he swaps over. The Phantom now in his hands. 25 seconds. The flank on its way. Dabidpi easily takes the first. Paranoia onto the second. And with the barrel spotted, Meddo closes it out. 15.
Doesn't quite get you. I think he did. He wallbanged Dabidpi, but he survives. Now it's left on to Boaster at the back of the site. The flash through from Doma will at least garner him 1. And Boaster, he steps up in this round. 3 kills off the back. It even grants him his trusty ultimate, the Hunter's Fury. He won't spot out the player yet, but Magnum leaving Boaster to try and trade.
They can cover Mistic at least while the plant comes in. They know the operator's up top and have to be so worried about it. Peeking into Fatino now could be the end, and indeed, Boaster will go down. Mistic now has to clutch it. There's a player below and two above. No info really to play with. Great spray! And he actually gets it done! All three! Mistic puts Fnatic on 16-15. Numbers evened up, and Dabidpi will take an even more aggressive stance, making his way into market. They better be ready for this. He's tucked
so
in
good.
and good for another. Two insanely impactful kills that leave Mistic, the man who single-handedly at this stage kept them alive in the previous round, now has to clutch it out again for the win. A 1v2 and no time for him to sneak. They'll know exactly where he's coming from as he approaches this site, and you may bet Dabidpi is ready to pounce on him. And there it is, an easy 16-16.
He's got the perfect spot to deny anything in this round. Are they going to expect anyone to be that far forward? Probably not. So it's a free kill. Boaster goes down, and they just close it. Dabidpi with the double.
They have nothing to work with in terms of utility, bar that paranoia. Derke's on his way with the operator. He'll be the first to take contact. With the dash, the ability to fall out, he goes right onto the site. Good position!
Oh!
Dabidpi with the triple! Vodafone Giants 1 kill away from knocking Fnatic down to the lower bracket. It's Mistic again that has to pull this clutch off. He spotted the final player, but he won't get it done. 18-16, an incredibly long series.